And we are live. Welcome to Ultra Podcast Z. We are finally back doing a regular episode after basically a month of being off. I'm JD.
Manuel. I don't know what we're talking about today, but here I am.
Well, Manuel, we haven't been off for a month, so maybe we should let people know where we've been.
I've been dead. I'm actually a zombie.
They would know that if they've watched or if they listened to Reading the Wrong Way, where we brought him back from the dead in last month as part of the podcast.
Oh yeah, it's Reading the Wrong. Oh yeah, it is out. Everyone go listen to Reading the Wrong Way. I read a really bad manga called Dimension 21. It's funny because I say I read that, but I think I did most of that reading. This is how long it's been. I think we've been off. I swear I did most of that reading on the way to or from San Diego doing a different con.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that manga was bad.
Actually, you're the only one who absolutely hates it. Both spoilers. The other two, B and I, liked it, if not loved it, or if even if we didn't love it. There we go. That's the best way of putting that.
I feel like it got lost in the sauce when we were doing the episode, but like I really do think it feels like a weekly serialized comic. Obviously, it was monthly, but it feels like a weekly serialized newspaper comic that you're not supposed to read in a collection like that. Like yeah, everyone go listen to the episode. Like that manga made me not like Shintaro Kago, and that upsets me because I like Shintaro Kago. It's
Okay.
like never meet your heroes or read their work, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so like the first big thing we did this month was Anime Expo, and I think we should talk a bit more about that. Well, maybe I should. You didn't really do much.
Oh yeah. Well, that's mainly because of you badge thieving bastard. Actually, should we talk about that? I don't know if we should publish. No, I already said it.
Yeah. I mean, I
Whatever.
mentioned it before on here, so yes, we did get a press pass. It was supposed to be for Manuel, but Manuel did as Manuel does, and spent most of her time drinking in the hotel room. So yes.
In fairness, the main reason why that happened, and I should probably explain this now, is I said this. I might have said this on the stream as well. I'm not the go to panel. Let me go to panel. Well, yeah, actually, that's perfect thing. I'm not the go to panel, write about it, go to anime premiere, write about it kind of person. That's not Manuel. I don't do that. What I do is I just go and I talk to people for interviews. I set up the interviews. I like shake hands, hand out business cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the people person, and there's a spot for that. There's a spot for both types. I'm not saying one's better than the other, one's different than the other, but there was nothing for me to do. So like that's the main crux of why I didn't do anything is because and it was funny because before the con happened, I actually went through this crazy couple weeks long escapade where I was trying to get another press badge to give to JD. Not just because of that, not just because of my own oh, I don't want to do that shit. But I was just trying to get one for JD anyway. And it didn't end up panning out. So it just ended up being, I guess, just take mine. Yeah.
So yes, if you want to see,
yeah. And if you recall my story about Fanime, which we talked about, yeah, we talked about it. I think I left out some names, but we had a similar. We didn't have a similar, but we had a press badge issue at Fanime, and I didn't want to repeat of that. So JD just kept both badges. Yeah. In a more perfect world, he'd have given me his.
And I did leave mine in the room for the whole time. I wasn't using it, Manuel.
Okay, no, you left it there one time, and I didn't realize it until later because there's no names on the normal badges. Actually, there's no name on any of the badges, but there's no. There used to be names on the press one. Fun fact, but there's no names on the badges, and so I just always because surprisingly, there were some AXs, especially like the first one back from the pandemic, where there'd be points when I'd be alone in the room if I was there. But there were none of those this time, or none of these in the past couple of years. Like, as soon as the last person leaves, who's like ready to go to the con, the first person will come back usually. So I'll see that badge sitting there, and I'll just assume it's so and so's, it's so and so's, it's so and so's, and it was always yours, and I didn't know that. So yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. So if you wanted to see what the badges look like, here's the press badge for 2025, and then here's the regular 4-day badge. This was the badge I actually bought. This is technically Manuel's that I borrowed from him to do press stuff for A to J.
Yes.
So yeah.
They're pretty monochrome. It is what it is.
So yes, day 0 was when we all or most of us got to LA if we weren't already there. That was a fun time. Just like I've said before, I got lost on the way to 7-Eleven because when I input the directions, I put 7-Eleven as a single unit rather than. Yeah, I'm sorry, Weston, but blame
That
Manuel for.
trivia episode was kind of fun. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck. He's just being stupid.
Yes, I
He's
know.
joking. But
Yes.
Anyway,
I input 7-Eleven as an address rather than with the hyphen, which makes it the gas station convenience store. So I took a wrong turn, went walking for about 10 minutes, found another place that looked cool, didn't really stop there because I just wanted to get back to the 7-Eleven, realized, oh, I could have just gone straight from the hotel to get there.
yeah. So hilariously, we sit at the JW, and if you don't know what the JW is, it's like on LA Live. It's like the last part of the technically LA Live property, and there are literally 3 7-Elevens in each direction, but back, and there might be one back there. I just don't know for sure. And but the easiest one to get to, like JD said, is you just walk straight down. It's like 3 blocks down. It's on a corner. There's like nothing else there. Basically, it's a really simple walk. There's no crazy streets. That first street's kind of crazy, but there's no crazy streets to really cross after it, and it's almost always empty-ish. So yeah, it's just like. How the fuck did you get lost?
Once again,
how'd you not just stumble across the 7-Eleven? I guess you did, but like
it's because I didn't go straight at the crosswalk that at the edge of LA Live. I took a left immediately and was walking in that direction before I turned right again. So that's why I didn't see the 7-Eleven in front of me.
If you kept walking down that way, you would have hit a different 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's the one I went to.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the one you went to. And if you walk the other way towards the South Hall, like the further part of the convention center, there's a new one they built there. Well, it's not new anymore, but they built it there like 4 years ago or something like that. So there's another one close to the convention center.
So that was the only interesting about that night, other than complaining when the music got too loud at like 11 p.m. and I wanted to sleep.
It was 10 o'clock. Fuck you. And I know this
well past midnight. That time, Manuel.
It did not. It
was
did
that
not.
night 1?
No, it was night 1. And I know this for a fact because not only was I bitching about you to everyone else in the chat, and I still have like all the chat things are still timestamped. It's the chat. We were already out by 11 because that's about when Leslie showed up, and there's a picture of us passed out in the bed, like us being me, Yuji, and like you, like. Scattered, but like obviously, yeah, you were like just sleeping normally, but we were like drunk, passed out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Night Zero was like that. That was the day I got there. To set up one of my stories on coming in. I wanted to ask for a room on the pool floor, but like I don't think there was anything ready, and they were putting everyone on the 7th floor because I kept hearing them putting people on the 7th floor. And in my head, I'm like, oh, well, I kind of want to be with the con people anyway in case shit happens. And fun fact, I ended up looking this up, and I don't know if it's an AX thing, but every time we've stayed at the JW, be it AX, be it LA Comic Con, every single time we stayed there, we've only been placed on the 4th or the 7th floor. So I don't know if those are the only floors that hotel has operational, if those are the only floors that hotel uses for cons or what, but we've only been on those floors. Only. But so when I get up there, when I start going to the elevator, there's this dude, and I'm like, oh, does this dude need the elevator? Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to hold it for him, but I'm like, I'll hold it for him. Whatever. And he's waiting. I'm like, this motherfucker. And eventually he's like, no, it's fine. We'll take the next one. And my friends are still coming. I'm like, okay, cool. So I let the elevator close and I go upstairs. And I'm walking down the hallway and I'm dragging my bag. I love my suitcase, but I fucking hate that the wheels do not work on carpet. And so I'm dragging my bag, and I even stop at one point, like at this little table, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like reshuffle everything. So I just drag everything behind me. And then while I'm reshuffling all my shit, that guy shows up with his friends. They take in another elevator. And we're walking together and we're just chit-chatting a little. And it's like, oh shit, like I'm 725, you're 726. Oh, yeah, let's fucking hang out together there. Yeah, fuck yeah. And like, let's drink. Yeah, we're cool. And yeah, I'm telling everyone, oh, I already made friends with the neighbors. We have the best con ever. They're gonna come and drink with us. It could be loud or whatever. And this is important for later. And I went to get my badge, and that was it. There was nothing too interesting to talk about. It was close, and it happened real fast. I thought it was weird that most of LA Live is closed for AX now. It made it very awkward, in my opinion. Like, I remember I wanted to get food at one point, and like, even though it was empty, it was like kind of hard-ish to get to the restaurants that were there. I'm like, what? Like, what is this? Like, I wanted to go to the Smash Burger
Yeah,
or whatever
Smash
that
Burger.
burger place. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't even know if I can get into there because like because when I went, they were still moving shit, and they had just left a thing of fences, and this sound like I don't know how to describe it. They had this big rolling thing, like huge. I mean, like obviously they're fences. So like this big rolling thing of fences, they had pushed it in front of. You couldn't see the Smash Burger from where I was standing. I knew it was there because Yelp told me it was, and I'm just like, I don't know if they're closed. I don't want to like go over there and like. I mean, it's right there, but like also like it felt like you weren't supposed to be there yet because there was like shit everywhere, and I'm just like, I don't want to get yelled at because I'm on a construction site or something. So I'll just like order in. So yeah, my mild adventurous thing for day zero never happened because I didn't want to get crushed by a giant thing of fences. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know how to describe it. It was a giant like pallet, like a thing from a truck, kind of, but they were like pulling it with one of those like those things where you like put the trash on, like those big flat like little
Hmm.
two-person thingies. And it was huge. It was taller than me. Like from what I could tell, because obviously it was blocking the fucking Smashburger sign, so it was taller as fuck than me. I'm like, how are you gonna unload that? I kept looking at it, and I'm like, are they taking those away? Because there you need another machine to get those down. There's no way those are light. Anyway, go
Hmm.
on.
So yes, I think that moves us on to day one. So yeah, as I made clear on when I was talking about this on Golden Sunday, my birthday also. So I got up early. Everyone else was asleep. I got myself breakfast at Denny's because I wanted bacon and eggs, basically. Manuel, you still there? Okay, yes, you're moving. You're not
Yeah.
just frozen. Sorry, you look like you were frozen in a weird position for a second. So I did that. I got ready to go to the con, but I think I was the second one of asleep. I think Leslie left first, actually, because she left her wig behind. And then I spent like an hour and a half just trying to get it back to her, just checking every place for her, having to wait outside the room where they were like getting ready for the, was it fashion show?
You probably look like such a creeper doing that, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
didn't
had
want-
to make sure to ask, hey, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Could you ask someone in there if they are there? Because I don't want to be the person who busts in there. I don't want to be labeled one of those. So I sat there for like 15 minutes, said, okay, she's not coming right now. I'm just going to go look at the entertainment hall, I think it's called,
Yeah.
where they have all the things. Because I was also looking for like Grand Archive, which was doing a collaboration with one of my favorite VTubers, Noba Awakami. And I knew they were giving away special limited edition cards that I wanted to get. So I was like, okay, how do I do this? I got in the line right there. They have this, like, they had like a stamp rally you could do. And like just getting one and then following them on Instagram was enough to get one stamp and one spin on their wheel. And I had birthday luck because I got this foil edition of their Freezing Rain card with art of her on it. Let's see if I can get it close enough that you can see it. First spin. So I was really happy. I was jumping for joy in the entertainment hall. So I was like, okay, I only really need to come back now when I do the meet and greet on one of the next 2 days. So after that, I was just like looking for a panel to do. And I stumbled upon Anime Family Feud, which was interesting. I think the same group did it at San Diego Anime Con last year, just because because they also recorded and put it up on YouTube. I think it's the same group, and it's very interesting because it's only a 1-round format, so it is much more advantageous to just say give it to the other team and then just hope you can steal it, because they'll more than likely get 3 strikes, and then you can just like pick an obvious answer that they somehow missed. Like I think the final round I did, it was like name an anime that was aired on either the 4Kids block or on Toonami, and they somehow forgot Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah,
I'll never understand. Family Feud logic about like taking the thing. It's in my opinion, it's always beneficial to pass it.
Mhm.
I think people have done like mild, I wouldn't call them studies, but people like have on YouTube, if you look it up, because there are like game show like YouTube channels, and people have like figured out like the I forgot what the word, the logistics not the right word, statistics
Mhm.
of like how many Family Feud games end with like not whole games. I mean the three separate rounds.
Mhm.
How many games end by the person stealing?
Mhm.
And it's most of them.
Yeah,
It's like it makes no sense to play it yourself. None.
unless you are either very sure or you just like want to make sure you get the points if it's in like a triple round and it's the thing you need to
Yeah.
do to win. Like if you're stealing it from them to keep them from winning, I can understand it.
So yeah, it's like it's a tactic you rarely ever see in the show,
Mhm.
and I'm like, just do it, just fucking give them the thing.
Mhm.
I don't know. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. It also made me feel really old when I think the first round I was up for, it was just something talking about Aura Farmer. It's like, I have a vague idea of what that is, but I'm not going to get it right. I know that. But somehow my team managed to win 2 rounds, basically because we stole it both times, and that got us the big prize. I think you have it somewhere if you've given it away already. The Dragon Ball poster that I picked just randomly because I didn't see anything else I liked on the table. Manuel, you're saying something? I think you're muted.
It's sitting in my the pile of stuff of like, oh, I need to give this back to people,
Mhm.
even though I guess I'm not giving that back to you, just
Yeah,
sitting there.
just give it
But
away to
it's
someone
just
who
like,
likes Dragon Ball more than I do.
yeah, it's funny because we opened it. Well, I didn't open it up. We didn't know what it was, and I think I didn't see it. I probably would have recognized it by sight because you did show it to me before. But
Mhm.
the last day when we were leaving, we were looking up all the stuff that got left, and Thomas found it, and he's like, "What's the? It's a poster." And he opened it, and like it was a Dragon Ball poster, and we couldn't get it back into the fucking into the fucking like thing it was put into.
Mhm.
It was like it took so long, and now I don't want to touch it until like I find somebody who likes it. I'm like, do you like Dragon Ball? Yeah, here you go. Have fun.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
then
don't open it because it's one of those things that'll never go back in there.
mhm. After
But
that
anyway,
was Anime Jeopardy. This was 3 teams of 3 instead of just like one team or one set of 3 people playing. So that was interesting. I was very lucky to have 2 other people who could cover bases that I didn't know. But it was funny because the first question was about Golden Sun. And I was like, yes, I know this one. I'm playing it on stream with Hal right now. Golden Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific. Watch it, please. We're just about to finish up, hopefully next week or this week. So I had to like speak over my teammate because I knew it. I had to make sure he didn't say Pokemon because he was going to say Pokemon. So I'm very glad he trusted me. And then we dominated the board for most of the game. And I still don't know how I got one in like Name That Anime Tune, where they would play like a snippet of an anime opening and you had to recognize what show it was from. And it was, I think, The Gospel of the Throttle by 6 minutes to midnight or some minutes to midnight from Drifters, an anime I haven't thought about in, I think, about 7 or 8 years now. I think that's when it came out. I'll actually put the info for when it came out up there. I believe it's by, or like the original manga is by the same author as Hellsing. So it's got some of that style to it about like dead people who have all been betrayed and are now fighting in some afterworld. Very interesting series. I'm surprised it never got picked up for more, but given how Hirano Sensei writes sometimes with his schedules, I can kind of see why. But I did win. We won some cool stuff. There was a skateboard, but I don't skate, and something else. But I just got this cool hat, which let me see if I can put it on. So at least now I have another thing to cover my head to prevent me from getting sunburn. Because was it 2 years ago now? I didn't wear a hat or sunscreen and got really bad sunburn from waiting in lines. Another benefit of having the press pass is that I got in the ADA line, so I got in much more quickly than normal.
you bitch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and here's what's on the lip of the hat, just because I didn't get to show it off. I think it's
That's cool.
Mahoko and Kiseki, I believe, are their animal mascots. Because I know it's I, Zeno, and then I think it's Mahoko and Kiseki. Yeah. What else did I didn't do much more for the rest of the day. I was just kind of like looking around at things. Because the big thing for me that night was this.
So what you're telling me is you shouldn't have took the press badge at all that day.
No, I should have taken it.
You didn't do anything.
There was nothing to do that day. There were no like big premieres that day yet.
Yeah, it didn't dawn on me that you should have taken it at all that day. I should have kept it. I should have took it from you.
Yeah, but my big
Next
thing was,
year.
can we get all this? No, okay. There we go. The J-pop sound capsule. the big concert I wanted to go to with Flow, Grand Rodeo, Toganashi Togari, Kitatani Hiroshi, Sakurazuka 46, and then Asterism. I mostly went for Flow and Hiroshi Kitatani, but I had a really good time. I liked all the groups. I don't think I'd really heard of Asterism, but they did a really good set. They're a mostly instrumental group, and they did a cover of what's that opening to Tokyo Ghoul that gets memed all the time? I'll put the name here, but it's like it's Kaneki like falling back, whatever. And now I can't remember what it's called. They did that one, and it was a really cool one. And like they have the vocal track basically being transpired on or transposed onto one of their guitars.
My big issue with shows like that is that I never care for more than one or two of the artists. And in that case, Flow is the kind of band, I don't know if this is a weird take to have. Flow is the kind of band that I would love to like hear I'd love to hear their music, but I don't think I would ever care to see them live. I don't dislike them. Asterism I don't really like. I don't even know who the other guy you said was the second one.
Hiroshi Kitatani?
Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck that is. That name does not ring any bells.
He does the One Piece openings a lot. He does We Are, We Go. He just did a new one for Egghead that I can't remember.
Oh wait, so is he one of the people in Jam Project?
Yes.
Or was?
Yes.
I should say, because I don't think Jam Project's really around anymore.
I think he
like
and Grand Rodeo together they did Hero from One Punch Man as their opening number.
But yeah, my point to all this is I would have went to Sakurazuka 46, but I couldn't care less for most of those other people.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good time. I'm honestly surprised that the shirt that I just showed off only cost me like $40. I was expecting it to cost at least like 60 just for
that's a lot of money. Only you could say $40 and be like, I'm surprised it was that cheap.
Manuel, I expected to pay a lot more at a concert. Like when I'm locked in and want to pay for like a memorabilia shirt, I expected more, honestly. Yes, it's not cheap by any like regular metric, but by concert apparel, it seemed cheap to me.
That seems normal price to concert apparel, I'll be honest, but okay.
I don't go to concerts that much. So
anyway,
so
yes.
Yeah. It was a good time. The guy sitting next to me, he had his own set of pen lights, but I guess he wasn't into Hiroshi Kitatani that much. So when he saw that I was jamming, I was like, "You want to borrow these?" I said, "No, I don't have rhythm to really use them, so I'm just gonna keep singing along."
Oh, you loser! You should have took them.
Yeah,
and then ran off with them.
Yeah, man, I'm not you. And then Flow was the last act. They had a really great set. I kind of wish they had played a couple more songs that I really liked, like I Need Tarate, Bye Bye Bye.
So how long were each person's sets?
Like I think Hiroshi Kitatani only did 3 songs and then left. He did We Are, We Go, and his Egghead opening, and I was like, I'm out, guys. But he really works the crowd. I will give him that. He got us chanting USA for some reason. He was just really hyped to be there.
Oh, so how long was the whole concert?
Like 3.5 hours, I think.
Oh, see, I would have been even more pissed. Like I at least thought it was gonna be like, because in Japan they wouldn't be that random of an assortment. But in Japan they do have concerts that have like 6 to 8 groups, and that show will be 6 hours plus. So I would be upset.
Yeah,
I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting a few more songs from people, and the break between groups could be really long. And they didn't really have like an MC to just like come up and entertain people. So it's just like, okay, I'm just going to scroll on my phone for like 15 minutes while the other band sets up.
That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah. That was like the one big downside is like, you have like the Trash Taste guys there. Can't you pay one of them to come up and just like start talking for 15 minutes to kill time?
I would leave. I hate Trash Taste.
I was picking a random guest out of my bag of people who were there who could like MC something.
Anyway.
But, yeah, so that was day 1 for me. I was drinking in the hotel room, Manuel.
It was fun. I think that was the day. Yeah, it was the day. So we I invited Megan over, one of our friends who was working a booth. She brought over a new friend of hers, and we took an instant liking to her, and we were all singing along, and we were like singing the entire fucking Phantom of the Opera like soundtrack from like start to finish, and we got a noise complaint.
Yeah.
It is 10 p.m., which is fair, but it implies, and it was like very close to 10 p.m. It was like 10:10, 10:15. So that implies whoever made the complaint waited until 10 p.m. to call down and make it. And it upset me because it turned out that it was our friends, quote unquote, from room 726. It was the neighbors I made friends with. And I'm like, these motherfuckers. These fake ass bitches over here calling. And the fact that upset me the most is like, if we were making noise, like, okay, it did upset me the most actually was that, did you go down the hallway on some of the other nights?
No.
We were not the loudest room on that floor by far. So like, it was like, it's funny because at one point 726 was making noise, and part of me, I should have called. Okay, you know what my big mistake was? I didn't call for a noise complaint to them. We should have just like did that back and forth till we could both kicked out of the hotel.
An escalating war of noise complaints.
So, no, because we were not the loudest like room at all. To be fair, we were being kind of conscious about it later on for the every other night. But I was so upset. I'm like, they could have just asked us. They could have knocked and been like, hey, guys, can you keep it down? They didn't.
I mean, when I asked, you ignored me, Manuel.
Okay, well, fuck you, because you don't count. But what's funny is that, like, what upset me also is that in all seriousness, and I don't know, JD will like attest to this one way or the other, but I don't know if this is an own at all or anything to brag about, but we were not at all at our what's the word? We weren't at like our final form yet. Like that was very mid. That was a very normal, nights partying. That us singing Phantom, we do that all the fucking time. Like we were not as loud as we get sometimes. That's what I'm getting at. Like that's the shocking thing. Like we would have got kicked out. Like, oh my god, I'm so upset. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yep. Moving on to day 2 then. So yes, this day was the day when I saw a lot of stuff. Actually, it started with the premiere of here I have it here. Gachiakuta. This is also one of the free bags they were giving out at the entrance. It has Gachiakuta on one side and the Ghost in the Shell on the other one. So you can read my thoughts on that in the article that's already out, or hear my thoughts on the manga in the Reading the Wrong Way episode from June 2025. But I'm really liking it so far. I'm caught up. I think we're on episode 3 now, just because I think they skipped a week or two for some other things that were going on Japanese TV. Very interesting show, dealing with how we deal with like consumerism trash, along with prisoners, like people who commit crimes and all that kind of stuff. I'm very interested to see where it goes, since we only read the first volume for Reading the Wrong Way, and now we have gotten past that in the manga already, or in the anime already, which only took like 3 episodes to do so I'm surprised. A few other things I did that day. I did also go like shopping around looking for the merch that I really like to buy. I'm really into like enamel pins right now. So I got this one for Anime Expo 2025. It is like a little piece of toast with a bite on it with Mahoko and Kiseki on there. And then I spent some time looking around Artist Alley for more pins because I really liked this pin maker when I saw them at ALA. They're Guzi pins, and I got their 2 Jean Grey ones. They have regular Phoenix and then Dark Phoenix. Also got a bunch of stickers. You saw those. I got 2 Jean Grey ones along with Charizard and Eevee. Or not, Leafeon, I'm sorry.
Oh, the Leafeon that was presenting itself?
Yes,
the very awkward. I was like, that Leafeon looked very suggestive.
And then I got, along with Steve Rogers, Captain America, wielding Mjolnir, and Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, for my sister, because she really likes both those characters. I knew she would want something from Anime Expo with those, and that was something I knew I could get for her fairly quickly. The other thing I wanted to do that day that I really couldn't get to do was meetups with Nova. She had meetups on Saturday and Sunday, day 2 and day 3, but they sold out in like an hour, and I thought they were going to be available more freely. So I had to make sure to take a mental note to do that the next day instead. There were Sonda this day or the next day? I don't. One of the other things, I think this was day 2. I will correct myself. It was day 3. But I also went to the premiere of Sonda. I don't know if it's too thin to get caught up, but they did give us like these cool towels. Or I don't know what these are actually supposed to be. They're like flags. From Paru Itagaki, the mangaka behind Beastars. Really interesting, really kind of like offbeat sense of humor. Manga or anime that I really like. They only showed the first episode. It's going to be out in October. I'm looking forward to it, hoping that it'll be like one of the big shows of the year. It's being animated by Science Saru, who is doing Dawn to Dawn right now. They did Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. They really like getting into weird style animation, so I'm really excited to see where it goes with a plot like that I really don't want to spoil. Just if it gets licensed in October on like Crunchyroll, Netflix, or anywhere, do yourself a favor and watch it. I think it's gonna be really good. Actually, then we had like a short filming session where they just let me record a like 6-minute or 6-second, I'm sorry, like little ad for it. That's up on YouTube. I think it's on our Instagram. I don't think I put it anywhere else. But yeah, nice people. I really like Paru's style of like just going around with that giant chicken hat on to conceal her identity. Reminds me of the main character of Shangri-La Frontier. I don't know if she got it from that, but it's just really funny that they both basically wear like chicken helmets to hide their identity.
What's she look like under the mask?
I'm not going to tell you that, Manuel.
Why not?
Manuel, it's like that scene in Spider-Man 2 when everyone sees him under the mask. It's like, don't worry, we won't tell anyone.
Now's the time to tell everyone. Come on, let it out.
No, Manuel.
What did Paru Itagaki look like?
Manuel, unlike you, I have some journalistic standards here.
You should have took a hidden picture and then posted it to the tabloids. I don't know what tabloid would take it, but for the record, I'm joking, by the way, in case anyone clips this in the future. I'm like, oh, Manuel's talking about like, like it's a joke. I joke. Anyway.
And then like the big premiere of that day, I didn't bring any of my summary card. They had like a little like card for it, but that was like the other big premiere of the day for me. It was a great show. It's up to episode 4 right now. Has been consistently great. We've definitely gotten past volume 1 of the manga so far, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Like basic premise: Hikaru dies in winter for some reason, despite the title. He dies in January. His friend realizes that he's been replaced by some kind of spirit, and it's just like they're learning to deal with each other as the spirit kind of grows more into learning what it means to be human, going through all of that, especially combined with that that's still in like the middle of puberty. So they're going through all of the weird, like discovering who you are, your identity, your sexuality, that kind of stuff. With, and my friend's a spirit, and there's something causing trouble around it. It might be him. It might be something else. They seem to have melded in some of aspects from later volumes into like what would have been volume 1. So at least gives it more of an overarching plot that you can see, oh, something went wrong in this town. Here's the guy inspecting it. Here's how it might connect back to both of them. So I expect to be talking about that when it comes time to write our Anime of the Year articles. It's a front runner right now.
Huh.
Yeah. It's on Netflix.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't seen it, and I don't intend to watch it. I'm one of those people. I don't like to watch things unless it's all done. Like, it's not even so I can like binge it. Binging is not the right word, but I want to like be able to watch it all like over the course of a week, maybe. You know, is that still binging? I don't know, but yeah. So I'm gonna wait, but I am excited for it too. So I guess that's not really and it's funny because it's funny you say the Anime of the Year thing, because unless like I suddenly really love that fucking, what was it called? The
Shy
assassin
Hero and the
princesses.
Assassin Princesses.
Yeah, unless I randomly really like that one, that's probably going to be the only anime I watched this year. Is the summer, well, the only current one, because obviously I watched Love Live and Love.
Manuel, you froze up on me.
I watched a bunch of other shit for panels.
Manuel, you froze up
I
somewhere
watched
around
this
Love
year.
Live.
Oh, I was saying that that's the only new one I'm going to watch this year because
Okay.
I've watched other anime, but like obviously it's older shit. But yeah. Anyway,
I've watched the first 2 episodes of Shy Hero so far. It's not what you expect given the manga.
oh, you already saw it? Wait, where's it streaming on Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll, man. We went over this in the episode.
Yeah, but like, okay, well, anyway, so Crunchyroll, interesting. I'll look into it and I'll watch it. Is it full of fan service as we assumed, or no?
Yeah, basically. I don't know how much is specifically added in, but it's got just about everything that was in there.
Okay. Well, now I'm excited a little, but like I said, I'm still gonna wait till both of them are done.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anyway,
I think that was basically day 2 for me. I don't remember if there's anything like else big I went to. Oh, wait, sorry. There was one other panel that I went to that I had to cut short because I had to go to the summary card art, and that was Way Forward's panel. I was like looking, like, see if they're announcing anything big. I had to leave early, so they hadn't done anything like that. But I did get this cool, like, collectible card from them. It's a holographic. It is Kebako and Squiddy from, I think, Cat Girl Without Salad. I don't recognize the character, so I'm going to say it's from, like, the one game in there that I don't know.
huh?
Yeah, I got a lot of cool cards at Anime Expo, thanks to our friends and just winning things.
Well, it's good you did that because next year you might not be able to go, but I'm jumping the gun.
Yes. What?
Fun fact about day 2, I did leave day 2 a bit to go wander around, but I didn't have a badge. I just literally just wandered around. That was 4th of July, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So I wandered around a bit because I remember we watched, I was hanging out with some friends and we watched Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went out to go get food and we wandered around some of the LA Live areas and some of the shit that was happening on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just hanging out for a bit and, you know, whatever. But what's funny is that we were watching Independence Day. And this is like my one little like repeat joke from the weekend. And of course we're drunk. So we're watching Independence Day drunk as fuck. And it dawned on me when we're watching the end and having the big speech about like, no, I don't remember the
We will
words
not
about
go gentle into that night. We will not go without a fight.
Yes, today is our Independence Day. And in my head, I'm like, it only makes sense when you think about all these movies that have these big speeches that the enemy is doing the same thing. Like the enemy has to be. The enemy's all like, don't worry, you know. And I had this whole idea in my head for this movie, because obviously in the other movies it makes a little more sense what they'd be saying, but in this movie I'm like, they're fucking aliens. They don't speak. They have to use like they have to like take over a human to be able to speak, and they talk through like psychic bullshit. So in my head I'm all like, and they had tentacles. So in my head, the leader of them on the spaceship, on the big spaceship that's above like whatever city they're in, somewhere in Nevada, is like, woo, 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 and then everyone else
Richard
comes
Nixon?
in. Woo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone else comes in, like waves their tentacles and jumps in the ships.
You know, a thing I learned about that movie, looking it up after talking about this because of Anime Expo, apparently it originally had Pentagon backing, then they lost it when they saw Area 51s in the script and they refused to remove it.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I think it's funny you mentioned that because I think at the con I brought up this whole thing about military and movies. Yeah, about how like the military has to approve everying in there.
If you want to use the resources, yes.
Yes, so that's why you get this weird sort of like, I don't know what the military version of propaganda is, but you get that military version of propaganda in a lot of movies that have the military in it, because they always have to be the heroes, and then they'll also rewrite shit that they're not even in. It's all like, yeah, we don't like the way you're talking about that country, and it's like, ah, shit. I guess.
Okay, on to day 3. So yes, this day had like 3 big things for me. The first one that I can remember was the Spike Chunsoft panel, specifically focusing on No Sleep for Kaname Date from AI The Somnium Files, with a special edition shirt that they gave out, which was apparently only at that panel at Anime Expo. So too bad it's a size that will not fit me unless I lose a lot of weight really quickly. So it's probably going in the holiday auction at my alma mater.
Just give it to. Okay, well that makes sense too. Well, so you can just give it to like one of you give it to one of the girls at the con, so they could like wear it to sleep in, like that one shirt that I want to steal back from Yuji. But
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. They had Greg Chun, Kaname Date's English voice actor there, like helping them show off the game, along with the other game whose name I forgot when I was supposed to remember it again. But it's like you're like the lingering soul in a new body of some like cult leader. One of your 5 like disciples killed you. Now you have to go on different routes to figure out which one of them actually did it. And each route plays like a different style of game. Like there's one that's a bit more survival horror-y, one that's a bit more of a dating sim kind of game, that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested in looking at that as well. Like I said, plus they showed off like the first level of No Sleep for Kaname Date, and it's just like showing how Greg Chun has trouble playing games, or at least under pressure. It was more of a funny way. Go ahead, man.
If you're watching this, Spike Chunsoft, talk to us. They gave us a lot of interviews at 2019 Anime Expo. Mm-hmm. They weren't the only ones, but we interviewed all their people, including the director behind the first Somnia Files game, which is funny that they've done 3 games in that series since that interview. Like it has been 6 years. 2. That's still a crazy production. Huh?
2. Well, this is the third game.
This is the third one.
Yes.
Yeah, but they've done because that one hadn't even come. That one didn't come out to the following year or later that year. Okay. Anyway, it wasn't out yet. And we interviewed the director from that, and I think some art person too. And we also interviewed people from like Crystar, which is a game I love, by the way. But I'll never forget asking them for review codes for the games afterwards, because the guy even told me, like, not even the press person that we know personally, because I followed her from company to company. She worked for NIS, and she worked for Idea Factory, then she worked for Spike Chunsoft. I think Spike Chunsoft had just formed a US branch at that time. Aroundish that time, because they were previously being like published through NAS America for years, or Idea. It doesn't matter. Fun fact, I think NAS America at one point was publishing all 3 of them, and they all just split off as time went off. But when the freaking guy we're interviewing is like, "Oh, email us and we'll send you a copy so you can play it later on." So when I emailed them, I'll never forget this. I emailed them basically like, "Oh, we interviewed your people. We already got approved from someone else. Here's the thing," because that person gave me the game person's contact info, and I'm like, "Here's the things. I just want to know if there's any form we have to do or whatever. But like, we just want to review the copy of the games." And that person came back to me really crazy, and they're all like, first of all, like, this is typically done through so and so. I don't know why they sent you to me. And third of all, there's a form for this, and you need to tell us all this information otherwise. And I'm like, dude, I asked you if there was a form. I didn't say give me the game. So I feel like there was some sort of miscommunication when someone got off on the wrong foot. I didn't reply to that email because it was so like it was so confrontational. I'm like, I don't even want to deal with this guy. And we had a lot going on back then, so I'm just like, I guess we're not working for Spike Chunsoft anymore. And the other girl had the person we knew gave me the Crystar review code, so I just gave that to like Sylvia or someone, and she reviewed it, and then we just moved on with our lives.
Okay.
But yeah, so Spike Chunsoft, please talk to us. I don't know why you hate us.
Oh, I remember some things I did before that though. Because I remember from the last day that I had to get there like as soon as the entertainment hall opened to book the meet and greet with Nova. I got there as soon as I could get in through the ADA line for press. Got in there, and then I got the 5:30 slot. Here's the like little reservation card. It's got Nova and I think some of her corpo mates from Glitch Stars. I couldn't tell you any other one other than Miwa, who's in the corner. But I got that for 5:30. And I think I also went through the Silent Hill F like little thing that they had that time. Like they had a little booth set up. You just walk through like a little area with a fog hall. There were 2 statues of guardian dogs, and then like a posing with one of them, like a statue of the monster. That was cool. One of the people in like my group going through the little fog hall was Laura Croft, cosplayer from the 2013 Tomb Raider. I really liked her costume, complimented on it, and she really liked that I had my Bridge 4 bag from Stormlight Archives from the year of Sanderson. And I was like, like talked about that, like how it was one of the first things I got when I got a job and had like a steady paycheck and could afford to pay $600 for a subscription box.
Oh my god! Why
Yes,
so much?
because it was a year of boxes with more premium goods and included 4 like secret novels of his in audiobook, physical book, and ebook.
Then again, I am reminded of that time he had me go pick up that like the River City Girls collab shit.
Yeah,
And wasn't that like it was
uh,
several $100s? I forgot how much
120
it
bucks.
cost. Wasn't it more than that?
It was 120.
Doesn't matter. Okay, well, to me, that much for like a jacket, and I guess honestly, if it was really that, I was also really broke at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I literally bought it, and I'm like, JD, you need to give me the money now, or
Yeah.
like shit will go bad for Manuel. And you did, to be fair. I'm not. That's what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
Manuel,
But I
I always
guess
pay
not.
you as soon as you ask.
Oh, so you can talk some shit, anyways.
No.
But it is funny that like now that I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm still broke as fuck. But now that I sit back, I think of that normally, $120 for a jacket really isn't that crazy.
It depends on the jacket, obviously.
I mean, if you're getting a cheap sweater, for like, yeah, 20-30 bucks. But if you're getting a decent jacket, spending like upwards to 80 to 100 is not out of the question for like a decent mid-level jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Other thing I forgot from day 3 was in between the Spike Chunsoft panel and my other thing was I saw the censored premiere of Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt season 2 because I couldn't make the uncensored premiere because it was going to overlap with Summer Hikaru died. I didn't want to risk it.
Oh.
So I saw that. Was really funny. I've watched the first 4 episodes, which are out now on Prime Video. Still really funny. Like episode 1 feels like it could have just been tacked on to the end of season 1 and said, see you next year or next season. And it would have felt fine. Like it just felt like it was ripped straight out of that. So, and it's been consistently funny throughout. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. And they say they have plans to just keep going forever if they can get the funding. So I'm hoping they can. 6 seasons in a movie, baby. 6 seasons in a movie.
Oh my god.
And also at that premiere, I ran into Seth from Anime Herald, who I had met at Anime Boston. We had both at the Blue and Couch interview. Talked to him a bit.
Was he pressed?
Yeah, he was also pressed.
You should have stole his badge. Beat him up and stole his badge.
No. I say.
What is it? What is their name? Anime Connect?
Herald.
Okay. I just made up a word, didn't I?
Man,
I didn't make up the word.
I
mean, oh, you're right. Anime Herald.
Yes.
Anime Herald?
Herald.
Anyways,
like,
go on.
As in, hark, the herald angels sing.
Angels sing? Okay.
Yes. So yeah, funny. Watch it. Prime Video. If you liked it. If you liked the first season, you're going to like this. If you didn't like the first season, I'm sorry, it's not going to change your mind. So then my next big thing was getting my meet and greet with Nova, where I got to show her this. Got to show her that I was a big fan, or that I have a big fan of her. I commissioned this from our friend Q. She makes Oshi fans. On this side, I have Nova with a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Lady Labyrinth. One of the Blue Eyes new Abyss Dragon, I think. No,
wait, are those real Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Yeah, these are real pictures off of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then Ipira.
Oh, I thought that was real Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay,
no, they're not real Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're pictures of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then on this side, I have KEXE, my Oshi, along with just about every frog and toad Yu-Gi-Oh card there is, and her catchphrase, I'm cute.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Q was still taking commissions for those, but it was really fun. It was, I think, like $35 for it. So I really liked that. Got to show it off. Had a fun time chatting with Nova. Won another set of cards, another one of the foils, and a non-foil, like a regular version that I gave away to people or other like YouTube members on her Discord. So that was cool. And now I have like I call it a complete set, but I have 3 Nova cards. I have a signed Yu-Gi-Oh card by her. I don't know if it'll pick up her signature that well. I don't know if it's up.
Was she there?
Physically, no, but this one was sent to me like 2 years ago.
Oh,
or 3 years ago at this point. I have this one that I got from our friend Thomas that he got it off Expo and then he gave it to me. And then obviously I have this foil one, the one that I kept. The other 2 have been sent off.
Thomas went to Off-Kai Expo?
I believe so. So that was fun. We only got 5 minutes for meet and greet, but because no one who was there before me showed up, I got to go like 15 minutes early, which meant that I could make it on time to the next thing I wanted to go to, which I was really worried would overlap, the premiere, or the North American premiere of Detective Conan: The Black Iron Submarine. So
That was confusing. I was looking it up when you gave me the article, and I'm like, this came out like years ago.
North
So,
American is the keyword there.
yeah.
Yes.
So that was confusing me, but anyway.
Yeah. So if you know me, Mr. Otaku, I got that from, I don't think I took it directly from Case Closed Detective Conan, but that's what inspired the name. My favorite anime. It's a really good movie. It's much more actiony, but it does work in like the mystery aspect of the show. It's using that budget to show off them doing cool things in cool settings. They go to some islands. It's like an actual island. I feel like these are also part tourism ad now too, for whichever location the writers pick out. There's like this new Euro or Interpol thing that's being used to monitor surveillance cameras all around the world, along with a de-aging program to try and find, or an aging program to try and find kidnapping victims. The Black organization doesn't want to be showing up on any cameras that connect them to their crimes. Along the way, the aging program also, reveals some identities of people who have been shrunken down, like, Conan and Haibara. Haibara. Haibara gets kidnapped, and then it's just mixed in with this mystery and what the Black organization is going to do with this, trying to take over this surveillance operation. Fun time. Probably a bit difficult to follow if you aren't a fan of the series. It's been going on for more than 30 years at this point, so they just included like a relationship chart. So you can say, oh yeah, this person knows this person's thing. They're friends. They hate each other for reasons that you need to read like 1,000 chapters of the manga to know. A fun time if you are at least able to say, okay, I understand these people have pre-existing relations. I'm just going to roll with what the story tells me. Mm-hmm. So that was my day 3.
I don't think I did anything day 3 except drink some more. Actually, that was the last night. So we just we watched a bunch of movies, a bunch of parody movies, drank. I don't think I had left at all that day. Because for the previous day I said I went out. The day before that I went out. I went out every day except for that third day. I think I spent the entire. Oh, which is funny because that was the time I was supposed to leave, but I stayed because Callie bought tacos. So I ended up. I was gonna go out and do some shit, but I ate the tacos instead.
Oh yeah,
tacos are important.
Yeah, sorry, I found like the little promo card they gave me, along with the relationship chart. But it's also available in our article where I reviewed the movie. It was really fun seeing more people in the fandom. There were a lot of cosplayers there, and they're saying, okay, who's been a fan the longest? And somebody must have been in Japan when like Volume 1 came out, because they said, oh yeah, I've been a fan for more than 30 years. It's like, okay, I thought I'd been doing this a long time, and I've been doing this since like 2004, when my new house at the time got cable and I could watch the Funimation network, when that was still a thing.
Yeah, Case Closed was one of the many things I gave up on. I tried to like it, or sorry, I called it Case Closed because I think they weren't calling it Detective Conan until like a long time later. But like, I don't know. Like, it was one of those franchises where it just felt like it wasn't episodic. It wasn't. What was the word when things are continual? It didn't feel like it flowed. It didn't feel as serialized as some of the other long running shows, which is funny because I bitch about that so many times in other long running shows. But it felt so random to me. I'm like, yeah, this isn't really holding my interest. Like, I could just like watch any random episode, kinda. So yeah,
that's one of the things I love about it, though, is being able to.
It felt like I was watching Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
and I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean it felt like I was watching Scooby Doo, like a very similar. Everything, obviously.
Yeah. But though, around when they introduce Haibara, I feel like it also gets running a lot more, that there are more references to previous cases. Things kind of flow a bit more, like there's more continuity between them, growth and development for characters. But that's like 150 chapters in, I want to say, and I don't know how many episodes that is, because there's also filler episodes. Yeah. But yes, one of my favorite series. If you like mysteries, check it out. But that moves on to day 4. Not a lot happened this day. I went around Artist Alley. I had to restrain myself from buying more things. I bought a Nova keychain from one of like 2 places that had merch for her. It's on my backpack now, or I'd show it to you, which is good because it replaced another keychain of mine that had broken. It was the River City Girls one you actually bought me. Like they use the cheap. It's not really plastic, but it's not really metal. Like links, and those break way too easily when I pull on them.
Oh, the luggage tag ones that came with the jacket or whatever.
No, that's why.
Oh, the keychain actually.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
keychain I bought for you. I forgot. Didn't I buy? Did I?
Yes, you bought it for me.
For you? I don't know if yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the chain links broke
Well,
just because there's.
I mean, that's artist alley for you. I'm just kidding. Like, all this shit about like, the artists, they're cheap shit.
And then
to be fair, I think it was like $5.
Yeah,
so,
it keeps costs down. I understand. You can't using harder metal would raise the price like another $5, which would dissuade sellers. I know how economics works sometimes.
I think it's meant. I think it's meant to like. I think the idea is like you buy 5 of them so it'll last you the year, or put it in an Eda bag so you don't have to worry about it again.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what I'm going to do with my broken keychains. I'm going to get another like board like this one with a bunch of my pins on it. I don't know how much you can see of this.
Oh, I need a pin board like that.
Yeah. And then just like hook them up with push pins, like because there's still some chain bits that I can like push them in through. But yeah, I did that. I bought my sister a Winter Soldier print from, I believe their name was Baimon. They had really cool art and my sister really liked it. So I went and bought it for her. And then it was the interview her panty and stocking with Garter, or new panty and stocking with Garter belt, which will be up eventually. I've been trying to find time to transcribe it, but I've been editing video. I've been doing other things for A to J, so please just give me some more time.
Soon, hopefully.
Yeah, and then it was the charity auction, which is really cool. There's always some amount of like, I won't say sticker shock, but just like shock when I see how high some things go for. I think I mentioned it in the DTR Discord that a playmat from Pyramid went for $4,000. And I mean like
that sounds about
card game playmat.
Oh, never mind. I forgot what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though like how and even Tom going like, yeah, it's kind of makes sense. I'm still like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Apparently Pyramid makes really high quality ones, and this was a one-of-a-kind one. So I'm assuming there's some added collector value onto it. On top of it's for charity, I can probably write this off on my taxes. And with that amount, it's better than what the standard discount or the standard deduction. I'm sure that someone has some math level to like figure this out.
I mean, even at the best deduction rate, you're still spending a couple $1,000s on that.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, it doesn't like, it still feels like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people have a bit too much money. I guess it's more power to them if they have that kind of money, but I don't know.
I'm sure some of them are also hoping that they could sell it for even more afterwards. Actually,
I remember there was one year Morning Musume was there, I think 2009, and they had signed 2 big posters. They were like big, like kind of like movie theater size posters of them. Like it was promoting the new album, which is of them, and they all signed it, like 9 members. And they had 2 of them, and they sold one like at the start of the auction and one at the end. And they were like, I think those were even the 2 like key pieces of the auction, so to speak. This is a much smaller AX, obviously, too, by the way. So the first one sold for like $400. I even bid on it at one point. I was like, I'll spend like $200 on it, and then it went to $400, and I'm like, shit. And I was like, I probably should have just went a little higher. I probably would have spent $5. Anyway, flash forward to the end, and I don't know if it was because like everybody was having like, oh shit, I didn't bid anything. Oh shit, it's the last auction. Oh shit, I came late. I missed the first one. But that second one went for over 2,000.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it was like, and I remember even the person who was running the auctions like, man, that person who got the first one got it for a steal. And I'm like, yes, I kind of wish I'd bid up a little more.
I'd say not nearly as bad, but it reminds me of a time when I was bidding against my friend Chloe's dad for something at the Anime Boston charity auction, and he outbid me like $5. It's like, and then there was another one after it, so I got it for the price I wanted afterwards. And I was like, had she asked me afterwards, I would have just given it to you for the price I paid. I know she really wanted it because we both really liked that anime. And even if I hadn't known there was a second one.
That same auction, I saw for the first, last, and only, well, so far only time, somebody not want to pay because like they thought the bids weren't serious and they were just joking. And they won, and they were all like, oh, I was joking. And they're like, no, you need to pay, like, like But thankfully, it is some I don't say the similar thing, but thankfully, the person who was like outbid the last bid
Mhm.
was just like, just to stop all the fighting, can I just get it?
Oh,
And they're
gotcha.
like, yeah, they're like, yeah, I guess. But it was almost a whole issue. Well, I don't know what they would have done because it's AX, and I'm not sure if they've changed the process, like how you bid now. But back then, it was just like you just sat down and started bidding. Like, like most real auctions, for those who don't know, they take your info
Mhm.
and like you have to pay. Like they will charge you. Like it's
Yeah.
not like. But I'm like, what would AX do? Like, what are they gonna do? Just run.
I mean,
Just
no.
get outside and start running.
Yeah, they still just hand out paddles to everyone, and you're expected to go pay either at the end, like just tell them that you're waiting to pay up if you're expecting to win multiple things, or go pay up
Yeah.
immediately, which is what I did last year when I got my 4 One Piece Wanted posters, mostly just so I could get the Nico Robin one.
Oh, how much you pay for those?
$150, I think.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean for 4 posters.
I mean, yeah, for like anything in an auction. I thought, did you
Mhm.
write it off on your taxes?
I think I just took the standard deduction. I think
Oh, okay.
because that was the only like charity thing I did that year, so it made more sense to
Yeah.
just do standard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that was basically Anime Expo for me. I sometime between there, I doubled back to the hotel to give you like the Shy print or
Oh
Shy
no.
Hero poster I got because I knew you would want it. And then I think that was before the auction. Auction was also the one time I waited in the regular line because I didn't realize there was an ADA line and it was only like 10 minutes.
Anyway, but yeah, it was a funny. I obviously didn't do much, but I did more than. Okay, this is kind of sad. Like the little I've done, I did more than I do some AXs. I
Mhm.
think there have been some AXs, but I've only gone up and downstairs. And to be fair, I did go downstairs more than a couple times, just to like not to get food, but to like during the day sometimes when I went to go say hi to someone.
Mhm.
Um, just like twice, but still, I did leave a bit, so it is what it is. I say this every time. Like in all fairness, like even though I didn't go to AX, even though there's stuff to see that you don't have to like spend money for, I just don't want to spend money at cons anymore.
Mhm.
And AX is just like AX is like the worst of them, as in the best of them.
Mhm.
In that I feel like I could actually spend money and make it go far. Not make it go far, but like I could buy a ton of shit only by there. But that's what I don't want to do. I don't know. I don't know. So
Mhm.
it's complicated.
Yeah, I was really happy
I
to
wish
be.
they'd taken a panel of mine.
Yeah, I was really happy about the pin. Obviously, last year I spent like $25 on 2 pins, and this year it was just $10 for the one. So I was really happy. They did have a set of 2 pins, but I just want 1 pin. I don't really care for a set of 2. But if there's someone who wants to trade like a 2024 pin for one of the, or sorry, 2023 pin for one of the 2024 pins, hit me up.
You know what pin I want?
Which one?
I want my Fangy subscriber pins. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not
Message
kidding. I
or
do
your
want those.
address manual.
I hope to get those soon. I want my Fangy pins.
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I want them.
Mhm. I mean, I want my
I-
years 3, 4, 5. I think I'm on 6 now. Pin. Like she's a
Oh
little
yeah.
behind on that.
It's funny because part of me is like, do I keep subscribing if I don't get a 3-year pin? I'm not to say I have anyone else to subscribe to particularly. It's just like I kind of do want to do a month for Treasure Islands on Animal Crossing so I could like get some of the shit,
Mhm.
you know. So I will probably unsub 1 month at some point, but I also do want to get a 3rd year if she starts doing it.
Yeah. I think we're getting close to pressuring her to do it finally. I know, obviously, changes in the economic situations have affected making enamel pins. So I'm hoping sometime she'll just kind of bite the bullet and we'll see a 3-year pin.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. AX is fun. Next year, if I get first of all, next year, do you think you're gonna go at all? Like,
It's definitely going to depend on my economic situation. I'm trying to get a job. It's been tough. I mean, especially in programming and game design. So I'm applying as
Yeah.
many places as I can, as quickly as I can, but it's been no bites so far. Looking at alternative streams of revenue, selling off some of my stuff. I don't know, making videos on my own channel, doing streams, and seeing if that can pay even a small amount of my lifestyle expenses. But I'm also trying not to spend as much as. But sometimes it's just like I really want this thing, and so I have to avoid that.
No, you gotta be the you gotta live like Manuel. Like I live like on pennies a day sometimes. You don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like there are times I amaze myself with how I'm living. I'm like Manuel, but there are also times that I made that joke when like I'm sitting there eating my expired bread and expired bologna sandwich,
Hmm.
and I'm like, okay, Manuel, this is no way to live.
Yeah. I'm lucky to have a big enough family support network where I don't need to do that at least.
So yeah, I see that's the difference because like I have a lot of day to day shit that I gotta handle too.
Hmm.
So it's like huge chunks of everything I do are just gone by living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um. So, and what's left over, I'm like, yep. What I eat this week is determined by what Ralph's has on the clearance rack. But my point to bringing all that up is like just do that and do that for like 6 months and then scrap together AX.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I also get money from other sources, like my mother's life insurance essentially like pays out every year. So I'm trying to see how much I can
oh,
survive on that as well.
but we'll see what happens next year, AX. If we get press again, we'll try for you. If we get press again, I'll try for me. If we get
Hmm.
press again, I'm gonna plan better because it happened so quickly. Um, it just happened,
Yeah.
and for all I know, it's not gonna happen next year. I'm hoping it still does.
Hmm.
Um,
Thankfully, because
pray.
Ivan and I covered most of our content.
Yeah, what's her face? Is still like she's going through some shit. So I don't even know what the fuck she did. Oh, she did a lot, but she didn't. I don't know what she did for us. She did give a couple. She did give me 2 articles. So did Ivan. And Ivan did the fashion show and some other shit
Hmm.
too, as in like written articles. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I want to get more interviews. I should have just kept the badge and did more legwork. I was just really busy too.
Hmm.
I don't know. Next year, I already decided, and I told JD this, so this is
Hmm.
kind of, I guess now's a good time to announce it early. And now that it's on air and on recording, it'll be there. Next year, I plan to take a month-long hiatus from like everything but cons, from Fanime to AX. So I could just plan for those 3 or 4. Okay, because there's Fanime and AX, which are big enough on their own,
Hmm.
but most people don't realize that I also go to Monster Palooza every year around in between, and then we usually go to Hentai Matsuri also. And even if we don't do that next year, we're gonna go to Offkai next year for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If I can afford it, I also want to go to Offkai. So.
yeah, so it's gonna be stressful in general, and that was one of the biggest. And so like I plan to just like we're gonna cut off everything. There's gonna be no streams that entire month.
I mean,
Or at least definitely no streams with me.
yeah, no streams with you. I might try to keep streams going if I'm not covering too much. Luckily, my cons are more in like mid-March to early April, so they don't overlap that much. So if I can get someone to cover me while I'm gone, I will do my best to cover while you're gone.
But I think because obviously AX was kind of like the weird. It's the last one, so I knew there was a break, and the break's still kind of ongoing. But one of the reasons why so many things were not happening in the past couple weeks was because of all the shit I didn't do in the month of gosh, I'm about to say May, but it was the month of June. June just
Mhm.
didn't even happen for me. June was just like 3 days off between a con every week, you know.
You
And
swallow
but
entertainment. Go to
yeah,
way too many cons for your own good.
so yeah, I will admit that that's my own bullshit, but it's also like I make it cheap enough where it makes sense to me.
Hmm.
And see, that's the difference. Like, I don't have any additional expenses. I did fucking pay for like almost all the food at AX this year, by the way. Fuck all of you, but fuck you, JD.
Hey,
Uh,
I,
you gave me
I
$20. You know how much that covered?
no, Manuel, I don't.
uh,
I'm sorry. That was all I had on me, like in big bills at the moment. If you want more, just hit me up on whichever app you prefer.
it's fine. It's fine. It's water the bridge now. Um, it's just funny. Like it when the con was done, I was talking to Warren to Nestor about it, and I'm like, Nestor, I think we bought all the food this year, and we
Yeah,
did. Like between Nestor and I, we bought all the food without really realizing it.
yeah.
Like
When he bought pizza on, I think was it night 3 or night 2, I can't remember. But I was gonna buy
uh-huh.
pizza or something, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm buying pizza." It's like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna do that to
I
cover
didn't
food
even.
for them.
Yeah, I think I was in the bathroom or taking a shower. I was in the bathroom for a while. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Probably just peeing and like dying of alcohol poisoning. But I went to the bathroom for a while. When I came back, you guys were already talking about pizza on the way. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and,
Yeah,
So
so
that
sorry.
did shock me.
That was how I was going to like pay for food there. So I was going to order pizza or
Oops.
something, and then he beat me to it. So I was like, guess I'll accept. And just pay up at the end of the con.
But yeah, it mostly worked out. But I just thought it was funny. There was a couple mornings it was a little tight, but I'm like there was no good deals, and I had to get like I bought like burritos from this place, and that burrito order was like $80, and I was like, God damn. So yeah, all my AX like I spent way more than I intended to that con. It was mainly through food,
I think I
which is
somehow spent
fine
less than I expected, actually.
because you fucking. I think
Because
you
I ate all
ate
the
like
food, yes.
90% of your meal.
Yes.
You ate 90% of your meals in the room that were through mine and Nestor's dimes.
Hey, it's 87.5, Manuel.
Anyway, just remember that later. Remember that when you start getting angry that I haven't paid you back.
Okay, I think that's everything we
Anyway,
have
so
to say
that's
about
it. That's it.
AX,
That's
and
it. That's
that's going to
everything.
be,
Yeah,
I think,
we'll
it
just
for
wrap
this
it
show.
up there. It's just
Yeah.
about time. Yeah.
I was honestly not expecting to be able to talk about AX for that long, but
I didn't think so either.
Yeah.
Like it just happened. I
Yeah.
thought that we were gonna like have to cover Comic Con and all the shit I've
Yeah.
been doing. I mean, I haven't done anything relevant. I've gone out and shit, but I haven't done anything relevant to weave shit. Except like I reviewed a handful of games, mainly because I was sitting on some of them for so long that and nobody wanted to do them. I just did it myself. So I was busy with that. Then I had to do all the AX stuff, like the editing parts, and then
Yeah,
I had some
sorry for
other
not
ADT bullshit on
removing
my
the
own
second
end.
period, or the second space band, all my periods and my articles, Manuel.
My God, that upsets me so much because I get why you do it, but that's first of all, that's not really a journalistic thing to do. That's obviously like a college writing thing to do. Uh, but I always have to go through everything and do that. And I'm sure there has to be a way to like. Oh, this is sometimes you get
Find
like
replace, Manuel.
sometimes you get space happy where you just like where you just fucking like will where you'll do 3 or 4 spaces after a thing and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why did this one have extra? And obviously that's probably a typo, but it's still like
It's probably that I
just
went
like
back, rewrote the sentence, and then put 2 more
yeah,
afterwards.
I'm like, oh my God, like why is there extra spaces on this one?
Or
So usually what I'll do something very stupid. Like the way I do it to make sure I don't miss anything, I'll like put it onto like a text file, like something where it gets rid of all the formatting, and I'll put it on a text file. Then I'll shrink the font and I'll look for the gaps, and I'll just have to see if I missed it because I'm like, oh my God, this is so tedious.
yeah.
And then
Otherwise,
usually I'll still miss one anyway.
it's that I cut and paste a sentence because sometimes I'm working with like how the things flow together or how to like
Yeah.
group them because I'm talking about something. Especially if I'm talking about an anime, I might go, oh yeah, I'm talking about like audio here, so let's put the voice and the music together. Or I'm talking about art, so let's put animation and like art style here.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Anyway,
I just go more streaming content. Yes, but that's gonna be it for today. Manuel, are you guys streaming tomorrow?
As far as I know, we're doing it probably 5:30 to 6. So we'll do more Final Fantasy Renaissance. I think I did look it up, so like not to get too deep in the weeds here, but I did look up some of the stuff I said I was going to. So I hope that we have a very productive stream, as in we're gonna do it won't be a lot of level grinding. It'll be a lot of actually moving the plot forward, if you can call it a plot in Final Fantasy 1. But yeah, so yeah, and then Fridays Drink Talk Roll, which actually I don't even know. Well, it'll be something. Warren's gone, but like
I don't think there's gonna be that much combat, so I think we can just move on without him.
I guess I said this before, and I don't think I've ever said this live, but I don't like doing drink talk rolls without somebody. And to be fair, that's not drink talk roll without somebody. That's D&D without someone. Like I'm very old school. I'm very old school in all my D&D bullshit, but I'm also old school where unless someone like dies or drops out permanently, I don't want to play without someone. It's just like, oh, we don't meet, like, oh, we couldn't all get together this week, but then we're also bi-weekly, so it makes a. But when it can't get, I guess we're not playing this week.
Yeah.
So
we're also bi-weekly
we'll
stream on a place that's hoping to get money for. So I really want to make sure we have a consistent schedule.
We'll probably still do it this Friday, but yeah. And then Sunday is
Golden Sunday. We should hopefully finish up the game this week. We got destroyed by the boss, Karan, the boatman from Dullahan. I'm sorry. The summon that we get, or the summon we got before that was Karan. I'm sorry.
Okay. But yeah. So tune in. Another big reason I want to make sure that we do the DTR, because there are a crap ton of cons coming up for me again. So I foresee like 30 more, like not 30 more, but like 3 more cancellations here and there the month of September and early in November especially. So I'd rather get as many in before that happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So to give us money on Patreon, please give us money. We're broke. The site fees went up crazy. I don't want to name numbers, but like it's just like it's like 15 to 20% more than it was last year. And every year I'm like, oh my god, man, you gotta scrape together that money somehow. But yeah,
Yes.
It's not that it happens all at once. If I was able to give them like $20, slide them a 20 every couple months or every couple weeks, I mean to say, that would be so much easier. But there's no like account to pay into. They just have to pay the whole thing, and I'm not cool enough to like hide 20 for myself every couple weeks. So
yes.
you know what I mean?
If you
Anyway.
like this, consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/AJConnections. It's right down there on the stream right now. Every dollar helps us keep our website ad free and helps us bring you content like covering AX like we did this year. Shout out to our patron Ed for helping us with all of that.
Yep. Yeah, thank you, Ed. Like you make it a lot more bearable.
Yes. If you want to follow us on our social media, follow us here. That's now covering up my face. We're A to J Info on Twitter, A to J Connections on YouTube, along with our A to J channel, A to J Plays channel for our video game content. We stream here on Twitch at A to J Plays. We're A to J Connections with or without the hyphens in most other places, and those hyphens are between A, 2, and J.
Yeah, and check out Reading the Wrong Way. It's going up on YouTube, so like it's all the old episodes, but like come I think September or October we'll be caught up. But if you want new content, you could subscribe to that. And if you haven't followed us on Spotify, which chances are you haven't, because we only have a couple hundred total listens in the whole fucking thing. So chances are you haven't. So you could tune into that for like new weekly content until like we go back to monthly on at least on YouTube is concerned.
Yeah, as Manuel pointed out at the start of the show, we did just release our episode on Dementia 21 by Shintaro Kago.
Yep.
And next month we will be covering Earthchild by Hideo Shinkai. I believe that's the name. It's like a name I recognize, and then I believe his first name is Hideo.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be all for us today.
Good night.
Thank you for watching on Twitch or on YouTube. Please consider liking, following, subscribing, commenting, whatever. Good night, everybody.
Good night.